Praise the Lord, everybody. Good morning, and good morning. Welcome back to another Good Morning Grief devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Grateful and thankful for this day, this time, and this opportunity. Thank you for joining us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is a natural, normal, necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expression of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is indeed a good thing. And I'm so grateful, so glad that you are here with us on today as we did prepare to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief devotion. Thank you for joining us on today. I'm super duper excited to have this opportunity. Y'all know what we've been doing this week. We have been talking about the invitations of grief, how grief invites us to do so much. There are so many invitations that comes through the loss, the change, and the transition that we go through. Since we going through it anyway, we might as well open up the invitation and see what it invites us to do. We might as well RSVP and go ahead and participate since we're going through it anyway. And today I want to give you the next installment. So today is day 192. This message is for me and for you. We're going to talk about how grief invites us to love deeply. Grief invites us to love deeply. The grief that you're going through, that you're navigating through right now, there's an invitation through your grief. Here it is, to love deeply. Let's talk about it, y'all. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. One of the greatest temptations after loss is to protect your heart. This is one of the greatest temptations after loss. People feel as if they need to protect their heart. You're so hurt, you want to protect that heart, right? What does that look like? We keep people at a distance. We avoid becoming too attached, convince ourselves that if I don't love as deeply, I won't hurt as deeply, because it hurts, right? It hurts. Going through grief, it hurts. So we don't want that hurt no more. And so what do? We keep people at a distance. I'm good, I'm cool. We feel like if I don't get attached to you, that I won't experience this again, right? Especially if you lost a spouse, because then a lot of times, if you bury one husband, you don't bury another one. So you wrestle with falling in love again. You bury one wife, you don't want to bury another one. So you wrestle with falling in love again, right? If you bury one child, now become overprotective of my other children because I don't want to go through that again, right? Buried a parent now, right? Now you're just like, man, because you don't want to go through that again. And so one thing that we try to do, we do get distance. We protect our heart because we don't want to hurt as deeply. Second paragraph, it's understandable. Grief reminds us that love is costly, but it also reminds us that love is worth it. Is love costly? Yes, it is. Is love worth it? Yes, it is. Is love costly? If you lose, you gonna hurt deeply? Yeah, yes, it is. But yo, is love worth it? Yes, it is. Right? Yeah, it's costly, but it's also worth it. The answer to grief is not loving less, it's continuing to love well. Your loved one didn't just leave you memories, they left you an example of how precious relationships are, right? They didn't just leave you memories, they left you understanding just how precious relationships are. That life is fragile, time is limited, people are gifts. Life is fragile. If you ain't learned nothing else from what you went through, you understand this. Life is fragile, time is limited, people are gifts. Life is fragile, time is limited, people are gifts. Grief has a way of teaching us not to take those gifts for granted, to spend time with people who matter most, to be fully present instead of assuming There'll always be another opportunity. Y'all, the last time may be the last time. There may not be another opportunity. You got to take advantage of the opportunities and the time that you have, right? Oh, I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough because we don't know, right? And there are people could be in perfect health. Ain't nothing even wrong. You just don't know. You just don't know. I told y'all the story before. Somebody was telling me a story that they got up just a couple years ago, and they said it was Christmas morning, and they got this urge, they got this nudge. I tell you, you got to follow them nudges. They got this urge, this nudge on Christmas Day to go visit their friend in another state. It's like 4 or 5 hours away. And they called and said, I'm coming to see you today. I'm coming to see you today. Got the nudge. Nudge didn't make sense, right? They went and seen him and went and stayed, I think a couple days, stayed a couple days. They said, and they said when they left, she said when she left, I don't know, it was kind of like out of a movie because they left, they hugged, and they was outside and it was raining, but they just hugged in the rain, just stood out there, just hugging in the rain for the longest. And she left a couple days later and ended up getting a call. Was it a month later, 2 weeks later, a month later, that her friend had transitioned, right? And man, it just did something to her. Especially, it started to make sense because when she got the nudge the month before that she didn't understand, it was just this desire. Like I gotta go. And it was Christmas morning. I gotta go. I gotta go right now. I gotta go today. I gotta go now. Right. Didn't understand it, but after that, she did. Right. People can be in perfect health, right? And certain nudges, certain opportunities that may come up, and you may not even understand it. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. You got to take advantage of those opportunities, right? The last time may be the last time. Be fully present instead of assuming there will always be another opportunity. Paul reminds us that of faith, hope, and love, the greatest is love. Long after possessions are gone, long after accomplishments fade, guess what, y'all? Love will remain. Perhaps one of grief's greatest invitations is not to close your heart, but to open your heart yet again, to love your family more intentionally, to cherish your friendships more deeply, to love God more wholeheartedly. One of grief's greatest invitations is not to close your heart. I know you hurt deeply, but it's not to close your heart. It's to open your heart yet again. You want me to subject myself to the possibility of going through hurt? Absolutely. Absolutely. The invitation is to love your family more intentionally. I'm not going to push you away. I'm not going to back up from you. I'm not going to stop to try to brace myself or distance myself to lessen the hurt and the pain I may feel if you lose. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to accept the invitation to love you more intentionally. I'm accept the invitation to cherish friendships more deeply. I'm accept the invitation to love God more wholeheartedly because the people we have lost teach us something profound. The risk of loving is far outweighed by the blessing of having loved. I say it like this, and I say it all the time. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Let me give you some practical application, y'all. Today, intentionally express love to someone who matters to you. Make the phone call, send the text, give the hug, say the words. Don't wait for a better time. Love deeply today because grief has reminded you just how precious love truly is. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 192. I told you this message is for me and for you. Grief invites us to love deeply. Grief invites us to love deeply. grief invites us to love deeply. Scotty says, I'm fine, I'm good. That's me all day, every day. So says Diane. Yep, grief invites us to love deeply. Good morning to all of y'all. Rise and shine. Good morning. Good morning. I hope y'all accept this invitation. Work through it. Don't be distancing yourself and cutting off and all of this stuff. Love your people while you still can. Period. 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 That's what we're going to do. You got your marching orders for today. I hope and pray y'all have a sensational Saturday. I hope this lesson was a blessing to each and every one of you. I'm going to see you tomorrow, same time, same place. As I'm going to give you the last invitation tomorrow. You know, we start a new series every Monday. So I'm going to give you the last invitation tomorrow, what grief invites us to do. And I hope it's been a blessing to you. I'm going to see you tomorrow, same time, same place for another grief. Good morning, grief devotion. Good morning.